here we go. The biggest donut in Texas.
This thing's the size of Rhode Island. Like, what?
Very disappointed.
There's nothing there.
Just kidding. This is the biggest donut in Texas.
That's more like it.
Today, we are on the hunt for the largest donut in Texas. Texas is known for huge things and doing things big. Why should donuts be any different? My name's Ray.
I'm Tara.
We are the Foodie 2. We do food reviews, and today we're reviewing that donut. Like I said, super pumped, super excited, so let's get there. I don't know what to expect. I'm expecting something bigger than the pizza slice that was bigger than my head, which if you're curious about, I'm gonna leave a link right up here for you. Feel free to check out that video after this video, you know.
This place is clearly very popular.
The line is definitely bigger than any donut that I'm expecting, so this thing better be good. There's so many cars here.
2 lines wrapped all the way around the block. They definitely do have the system down to a T, which is nice. Very organized. Hi.
So one of the funny things is you have to know what it is that you want before you come here because the menu is actually after you order. We just ordered. That's the menu.
Thank you. You too. So this one box is for 1 donut. Pretty excited about this.
So excited about this. Let's go.
You ready?
Yes.
1 box for 1 donut.
That's huge.
That's what she said. That is a massive donut. So Round Rock Donut has been around since 1926, and these yeast risen donuts, unlike baking powder donuts, have to be hand rolled, cut, fried, and glazed by hand every day. They sell over 500 dozen donuts on a busy day, so that's a lot of hand rolling, cutting, frying, and glazing. They're known for like the orange color, and it's because of the eggs that are in it. So that's kind of interesting. We did a half glaze, half chocolate iced.
Fun fact about Round Rock Donuts is they were actually featured on the first season of Man vs. Food, so you know it has to be good. I am super excited. I don't want to hold up any longer because me and her are both starving.
So are we ready to dig in?
We're totally ready to dig in.
I don't even care about this little donut. It's like not important.
It's a snack by comparison.
I just can't get over how thick this is. It's like cutting through a loaf of bread. This thing is very, very messy.
Huh. It's kind of layered. Was it hollow?
It does have a little bit of a hollow layer. It's very flaky.
All right, which one do you want to start with first?
Let's do the glazed.
All right, glazed it is. Cheers.
Definitely very thick. The glaze gives it a nice little extra sweetness without being completely overly sweet. What did you think?
Yeah, the glaze was really nice. I don't really know how to describe it.
It's really hard to describe.
It's very crumbly and it's very sweet, but it's not overly sweet. It's not like you just sucked up a big spoonful of sugar to help the medicine go down. You probably could take it with medicine though. I don't know. That's your preference. It's very light and fluffy. The donut itself is super heavy, but that piece of donut wasn't exactly heavy, so that was good.
All right, let's try the chocolate. I love chocolate icing on donuts, so I'm excited.
I like chocolate icing on anything, really.
So the chocolate one still has like the layer of glaze, and then it just has the chocolate icing on top. Chocolate icing is actually really good. It has a really nice chocolatey flavor. I kind of like it. It adds a little something to the donut.
I like the chocolate. It's very good. It seems kind of like a milk chocolate versus, say, like a dark chocolate or one of those other ones. It's nothing like, say, like Dunkin' Donuts. It's actually good. So that's always a plus. That donut was great. The glaze was not overly sweet. It was very smooth, which was definitely a plus to it, because sometimes you have those donuts where they're just sugary and they're overly like heavy and gross.
They like hurt your teeth because they're so sweet.
Definitely. I mean, sometimes my teeth hurt just looking at donuts. So, you know, that was not the case with this half of the donut. The other half of the donut, at least in my opinion, you know, the chocolate was very good. It is a lot of chocolate that's spread on there, but it's not really a ton because the donut is just huge. So if you break it up, you know, into portions, it's not that bad. We finished about half of it, so it's probably enough to feed like a small community or even a small country. Just there's so much food right here.
So yeah, I would definitely say that the chocolate side was my favorite because chocolate makes everything better. But it was really good, not overly sweet. I don't know what else to say about it. It was good.
It's a donut. It's a huge donut. If you've had a donut before,
Tastes like that, only bigger.
yeah, I don't know.
It's definitely a good, fresh bakery donut. It's hasn't been sitting. It doesn't have a bunch of preservatives in it because
it's made right then and there every single day. How many do they go through every day?
On a busy day, 500 dozen.
There you go. So yeah, I can't imagine that they're just hanging them around in that place. Like that place wasn't that big.
Yeah. Well, and the website said that they don't ship them, and it's because they don't stay fresh long enough to be the same quality that they want it to be. So that right there tells you that there's real ingredients in here, and it's a real donut.
Yeah, if I have to pick a favorite side, it's gonna be tough, but I think I'm gonna go with the chocolate as well, because as Tara said, chocolate does make everything better. It took us about an hour to get this donut and film everything, and I was getting in a really bad mood, but all of a sudden I'm in a great mood, because, you know, chocolate puts you in a good feeling. It releases those endorphins and oxytocin and all those other things that just, you know, make your brain jump for glee. So there you go. Yeah, I would definitely eat it again though. I love this.
Yeah, it's a bit much. I don't think it's a regular occurrence type item, but it's really good, especially if you're gonna have a group of people. It would be really fun to bring home one large donut that will feed everybody. So it's very unique, very cool, and very tasty. Rating wise, I would probably give the glazed half a 4 and the chocolate half a 5.
Out of 5?
Yes, out of 5. Here, cut this part out too.
All in all, I'll give it a 4.5, like across the board. I think they were both very good and they both stood out in their own particular ways. Maybe they could have been a little bit better. I don't know. It's tough to say. But 4.5 seems like a solid choice for this.
Have you ever seen a donut this big? And are you team chocolate or team glazed? Let us know in the comments below. Also check out our blog. We'll leave a link in the description.
Did you look at me when you said, have you ever seen a donut this big?
I don't know.
I think you did. She's calling me a big donut.
If the donut hole fits.
Go ahead and smash that like button if you got value out of this. Hit subscribe because we're coming out with more videos. definitely want to try Round Rock Donuts again because they have other things that we really want to explore. With that said, check out some of the other videos that we're going to leave on the screen for you. And until next time, we'll catch you later.
Bye.